Welcome to the first episode of the Analyze My Website show. On this show and in this episode, I'm going to be going over one of my subscribers' website and giving my input on what can be changed to start getting traffic and make more money. So on this episode, I'm featuring a website by John Montoya, johnpassiveincomelifestyles.com. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? My name is Greg Kononenko. You might also know me as the Caffeinated blogger, and on this YouTube channel I publish regular videos that help you make a full-time income online so that you can have a better future for yourself and your family. So make sure to click that subscribe button just below this video to get notified as soon as I upload my next video. Also tick that bell notification icon to get a notification straight into your inbox when my next video is up. Let's get started. So John has filled out a form and asked me to review his website. I'm on his website now. If you're watching this, John, great job on what you've done with the website so far. I really like it. You've got a nice welcome image, you've got an opt-in form, and you've got really good content that you have published. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze your website on a number of parameters and then hopefully give you a few tips that I hope are going to be helpful for you so that you can start getting more traffic and make more money from your website. So the first criteria we're going to be looking at is content amount. I've gone onto your website, John, and I've had a look on under the blog section. And under the blog section, I can see that you have made a lot of posts. So I have counted well over 10 posts here, which is really good because unfortunately too many people publish 3 or 4 articles and then they stop. So to everybody who's watching this, one of the important things to keep in mind is that you need to publish a good amount of content, at least 15 to 20 high quality blog posts before you have any hope of having traffic onto your website. Now, John has done a great job because he has published at least 15 or so posts, so he is an active content creator, which is very, very good. On that criteria, John, you've done really well, so I've put here as a comment, good. Next, let's look at the Ahrefs overview of your website and see what we can reveal there. This is the overview for John's website, johnpassiveincomelifestyle.com, and what I can see is that most likely the website was started just recently. There are no records of anything up until around September 2019, so I can see that John's website is quite new, which probably explains some of the other things we're going to be talking about. Now, I can also see that John's domain rank is still quite low, 1.7, but that's completely fine. It can be something that can be worked on at a later point in time. The other thing that I'm seeing is that John is actually ranking for 16 different keywords already. So let's go ahead and take a look at what kind of keywords he's ranking for. So within Ahrefs, my subscription level actually only allows me to see levels of between 1 and 20. And unfortunately, the keywords that John is ranking for, they seem to be beyond position 21, but nevertheless, it is actually a very good sign that John is ranking for these keywords, because it means that the content that he has written gets indexed by Google, and those rankings are somewhere on page 3 and lower, but this is definitely something that John can work on and he can improve those rankings. And I'm going to be talking about how to do that later on in this video. Next, let's quickly look into the current backlink profile for John's website. So backlinks 1.25 thousand. I'm going to open that in a new tab. Now guys, backlinks is a very important metric because Google themselves have said that one of the most important things that they consider when they are making a decision to rank a particular website for a particular keyword phrase is the amount of backlinks pointing from other websites and from other pages onto a particular page on the site. Now for John's website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at link type, do follow. So do follow links are the ones that generally actually positively impact the rankings of a website. And I'm going to limit it to 1 link per domain because it looks like he's got hundreds of links for whatever reason, from one website, oneworldflag.org. So I'm just going to put it to 1 link per domain. Okay, and what I can see here now is that we've got 13 do follow backlinks from unique domains. And if I have a quick look at them, that it looks like the first 6 or 7 or so are some kind of automated, slightly spammy links, and that's fine. Everybody actually gets them. And then the rest, maybe 3 or so links look interesting, but they are from DR and UR, so from very low authority domains. Okay, so essentially John has got no backlinks, and that explains exactly why, John, if you're watching this, why you're not actually currently getting the traffic. I'm skipping a little bit ahead here, but essentially this is the key reason, and you've done everything right so far. You just need to start working on actually creating those backlinks. I'm going to give a couple of tips on that in a later part of the video. To anyone else who is watching, if you're in a similar situation where you can see that you've published a lot of content and you're starting to kind of come up on the rankings somewhere on page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this could be one of the reasons why you're not ranking. You just don't have the backlinks pointing back to the content, and you need to promote your content, not just create that content. So the next thing we're going to look at is content length. Let's have a look. Google generally prefers content that's at least 1,500 words long. So let's see how John has done so far there. I have taken one of the recent articles from John's website. It is an article on the keyword how to promote clickbait products without a website. And I've actually checked it out on Google, and it looks like John is ranking for this keyword on page 4, I believe, at the very top, on page 5 actually. So here on page 5 at the top of the fifth page, I can see John's website, johnpassiveincomelifestyle.com. So that's, John, if you're watching this, or to anyone else who's watching, that's really good news, because this is a keyword that gets a fair amount of searches on Google, and John's website is already here on page 5 at the very top for this website. Now, let's take a look at the actual content and the word count. So I have taken this content and I have pasted it into Word to calculate how many words there are. And I can see, maybe you can see here in the bottom left, it's 1,049 words. So just over 1,000 words. Now look, this is fine, but my recommendation would be to write content that's at least 1,500 to 2,000 words long. So this is something that John may improve with this post as well as with other posts, because generally Google prefers longer form content, and an article that is just 1,000 words long is not always long enough. If you're going for slightly more competitive niches, which is John's niche, affiliate marketing and make money online is a competitive niche. You're trying to compete with a lot of other websites that write amazing high quality content. This could be one of the things that John can actually do better, and he'd need to increase his content length to about 1,500 words or more. So for content length, I would say that it needs improvement. Next, let's look into the quality of the content. Looking at this article here, I would say that John's done a pretty good job with the content, but my recommendation would be to make it a little bit easier to read. So right now what we've got is long paragraphs. They have been proven time and time again that it's quite hard for an average person to look at paragraphs like that and to stay engaged. So what would be better is to break them up, and each of these sentences to start on the next line. So you would write this, and then furthermore, and the following sentence would go onto the next line, and each sentence to start on each line, so that each of your paragraphs is only 1 to 2 lines long. This way it's actually a lot easier to read, a lot easier on the eye. Now let's look at the keyword selection that John has been using so far. So I have taken my best guess at which keywords you are targeting with the most recent 6 or 7 blog posts. I've put them into Ahrefs Keyword Explorer, and now I'm going to click search to actually get the analysis on them. And what I've got here, a mixture of keywords with different keyword difficulties, ranging from 80, which is extremely hard to rank for, through to 16, which is reasonably okay to rank for even for a newer blog. And then how to promote ClickBank products without a website has got a keyword difficulty of 3. So that's actually a really good term. And by the way, there is no wonder that John is ranking for this term here on page 5, as we showed before. As you can see, this keyword has got a keyword difficulty of just 3. So this is a very easy to rank for keyword. So for anyone who's watching, I would say that John's keyword selection perhaps could be a little bit better, just because John's blog is a newer blog. So it's important to go for keywords with lower keyword difficulty. So keywords like keyword difficulty 3, as long as you write good content that's 1.5 or 2,000 keywords long, you have a very good chance of actually ranking for on page 1. So let's talk about how he actually could rank. What could John be doing? Well, the way that I normally do this is I take one of the keywords that represents my keyword target market. So for example, how to promote clickbank products without a website. And then I look at the results. So I will skip a site like Quora.com just because nobody can beat Quora, they're just way too powerful. Then I can actually see that the second website in here is bloggingart.com, and that sounds like the type of website that would be run by a single person. So this would be somebody that we potentially want to be competing with, okay? And I would take their domain and I've inserted it into Ahrefs Site Explorer tool, bloggingart.com, so we can do a little bit of investigation here, and we can see that this domain has got domain rank 13, so a fairly new site. You can see that they have been running for a while, for a few years, but still it's a low domain ranking website with not many backlinks. And even with so few backlinks, they managed to rank for some keywords on page 1, which is really cool. So let's have a look at their organic keywords. Now, the good thing is that they've done all of the research for you, okay? And by the way, you're not obviously limited to just blogging art. You can do the same with time, reach, worry-free.com, incomevoice.com, and just follow the same steps. But as you can see, for bloggingart.com, they're ranking on position 5 for how to make money with ClickBank without a website, which is good keyword, and it represents your target market, John, if you're watching this. And keyword difficulty for this is 1. There are a lot of keywords here with keyword difficulties of 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and so on. And I recommend just to take keywords from your competitors, because you can see which keywords they're ranking for. So you can just reverse engineer, and you can see here, some excellent keywords. HostGator, transfer domain, that's a great keyword. So they've written an article, how to transfer domain from HostGator to GoDaddy, and they're ranking for it. And that's, this is anything that's got to do with hosting. You can promote hosting products on that page. That's really good. ClickBank without website, add hits and ClickBank. These are low volume keywords, but still they are actually really good keywords to go for, because for a new website, you just need to rank. If we look at the next keyword down, time, reach, worry-free, and we analyze that, you can see that time, reach, worry-free also are ranking for quite a lot of keywords. So they are a weaker domain as well, domain rank 11, but they are ranking for 4.8 thousand keywords, which is really cool. And if you look at the actual keywords that they're ranking for some awesome keywords. Thrive Market Affiliate, okay, that's really a great keyword. Deadbeat Super Affiliate Review, great keyword. It's a review keyword with keyword difficulty of 1, so you can publish a review on this program as well and promote it for a commission. So you can never really run out of ideas, but you can look at the keyword difficulty here, and if they're ranking on page 1, and if their keyword difficulty of the keyword is close to 0, 0, 1, and 2s, they would be the keywords that I recommend for someone with John's type of website would be going for, because you don't have a lot of backlinks yet, so you really want to be targeting keywords with low keyword difficulty. The other thing that I would recommend to increase the traffic and start actually getting more traffic and increase the positions of your search results, I would recommend to build backlinks. As you can see, this website here, Time, Reach, Worry-Free, if we analyze their backlinks, they've got a few more. And let's go 1 link per domain and link type do follow. So you can see that they've actually got 174 do follow backlinks, therefore they rank for quite a lot more various keywords. Okay, and this is what's separating John's website from websites that are a little bit higher up the authority ladder. And one of the great ways to actually build backlinks is to do guest posts. So if you go into Facebook and then just type in guest posts and look for groups with guest posts, you can join these groups, and there are a lot of opportunities there for you to publish content. You wouldn't need to pay anything. So if you want the backlink, then you can join these groups and you can look for other people who are searching for guest posts to be posted on their websites. And you simply write a good high quality guest post, and you will be allowed 1 backlink per guest post to link back to your website. So you will see results after you just build 5 or 10 or 15 backlinks. It won't take you long just to write like 10, 15 posts. There'll be 10 to 15 high quality backlinks. So link from the website, from that website, once you've written the article and given it to the site owner, they'll publish it, and there will be a backlink from them back to your website. Now you don't have to pay anything. Like I said, you just write the article. For them, it's free content, and a lot of times they'll be happy to give you a backlink from inside the article to your site. And once you get those 10-15 backlinks, you'll see that your traffic goes up, your rankings go up. You can link that guest post either to the root domain, the homepage, or any of the actual posts on your site. That's completely up to you. You can vary it a little bit, and that will definitely bring in a boost in traffic as well. And to my horror, I've just realized that all this time I've been using a wrong microphone, so apologies about the bad audio quality earlier. Now, I want to leave you with an action plan. So for John, if you're watching this, or for anyone else who finds themselves in a similar position as John is, where your site is there, you've got the content, but you're just not getting the traffic yet. Here is the action plan. 3 top things that John can do right now to boost his traffic very quickly. Number 1 thing is to focus on keywords with keyword difficulty less than 5. So I showed earlier in the video how you can reverse engineer other websites and you can extract those keywords with keyword difficulty under 5. So focus on those. As your traffic authority grows, going to talk about that in a second, but as your traffic authority grows, you can move to focus on keywords with keyword difficulty 8, 10, 15, and so forth. Thing number 2 is to make sure that your content is at least 1,500 words. I've seen at least one article on John's website that has only 1,000 words, and that's just not long enough. I bet if that article was 2,000 words and was covered in detail, John would be ranking not on page 5, but probably on page 1 or page 2 for that keyword, because it was actually a great keyword, how to promote clickbank products without a website or something along those lines. But the keyword content is just a little bit too short. Number 3 is to publish less and promote more. That's what I would do if I was to give advice to John. I would say that he publishes a lot of content, which is good, but now that he's got that content up there, he's got those 15, 20 posts, he's not getting the traffic to them that he deserves, and he can slow down to maybe from publishing like, let's say 3 or 5 posts per week. I would say publish once per week, but spend more time building backlinks to your website. Okay, to the existing content, to the content that you publish in the future, to previous content, and try to focus on building perhaps, even 2 or 3 backlinks per week is fine via guest posts. That will give your website the boost that it needs. And even if you build backlinks to just 1 of your posts or 2 of your posts, you will see that the benefit of that higher domain authority will go through to all of the posts, and all of your posts will start getting more and more traffic and start getting higher and higher rankings. So hopefully this is useful, John, if you are watching, or to anybody else who is watching this video. So guys, that's pretty much it. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode 1 of the Analyze My Website show. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Is this useful? Do you also want me to look at your website? If so, then click the link in the description below and fill out a form, and I will do my best to go through as many of my subscribers' websites as I can and give my ideas and help. Also, before you go, subscribe to this YouTube channel just below this video. Click that subscribe button, and also make sure to click the bell notification icon to get notified as soon as I upload my next video. On this channel, my goal is to help you make a full-time income online so that you can have a better future for yourself and your family. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. It's Greg Kononenko, the Caffeinated blogger. See you guys.